Hey guys, how's it going? Lior here with Engel and Volkers. I'm in Newton and I'm standing right outside the home right there that we just sold in Newton. It's on Circuit Avenue, so like Newton Highlands area. So in this video, what I wanted to address was the importance of marketing, the importance of marketing a home to a developer, right? So, there's definitely a stigma of, homeowners think when developers come and try to buy their home, they're going to lowball them, they're going to cheap out. But it's critical for your agent or you, if you're going to, for you to understand what developers are looking for, right? Developers typically are looking for lots because they're not going to be knocking down the homes. So you really have to understand and analyze the type of zoning you're in, right? So there's obviously there's a zoning code in each city. You have to understand what kind of zoning the developer will be playing with, which affects the value for the developer, aka affecting the price that you're going to get, right? So you have to analyze the zoning code, right? What's their by right square footage? So a developer is going to analyze how many square feet can I build when I knock this down, and for each zoning district, there's a certain amount of allowable square footage. So it's critical for you and your agent to understand what exactly your property zoned is, and then market it accordingly. Now, the other thing I'll say about marketing it to developers is, condition wise, there's kind of a gray line of when it makes sense to try and market to homeowner occupants versus directly to investors or developers. So in this particular case, this was a really dated home. Condition wise, if an owner occupant came in, it'd really be, he'd have to put in a lot of work to restore the home and really make it worthwhile. So, when you're kind of looking at that like 60s style decor, all that good stuff, that's when you can really start thinking, is my home worth selling to a developer, investor, etc., etc. Again, obviously developers are here to make money, so you just have to understand how to negotiate with them, what they're looking for, what kind of value they're looking for, and play it accordingly. So that's one of the things when we were trying to get this home sold right here. That's one of the things we analyzed, right? And at this point, it made sense to bring in a developer, who, just based on the zoning, the square footage she can put up, and conditions. So we brought in the developer. It's still a tense transaction, like any real estate transaction. You still have emotions flying between both sides, right? So you still have to handle that. But at the end of the day, it was well worth it for the owner because he got a clean offer. You're not dealing with home inspections. You're not dealing with like financing contingencies. You're often just dealing with very clean offers, no contingencies. These guys are pros, right? The developers are pros. They do this every single day. They come in and they get things moving. You're not dealing with a first-time home buyer, right? So those are some of the advantages of marketing and trying to sell to developers. Obviously it's best that you have some experience, understand about the zoning and all that good stuff. So just remember that as you're thinking about whether you're thinking about buying or selling, there are a lot of factors that go into it. So hopefully that made sense. If you're selling a home in Newton, Brookline, anywhere in Boston, really, analyze it, right? Understand what's your end buyer, who's your ideal end buyer, and market to them. So hopefully that made sense. Let me know if you have any questions below.